Hey guys, just got done watching Tales from the Darkside Season 1, Episode 17, The Madness Room, from the 5th of May 1985, directed by John Hayes and written by Thomas Epperson. It stars Stuart Whitman as Edward Osborne, Nick Benedict as Michael Fox, and Teresa Pear as Kathy Osborne. Now, film starts off with Edward and Kathy Osborne, and he goes, "Why do you part with an old man like me?" And she goes, and she starts kissing him and all this stuff. And you're like, he's not that old. You know, it's not like he's 80, 90 years old. And the doorbell goes, and he says, "Can you get that?" And as Kathy gets up to go there, he goes like this. Oh, oh. And he goes like this, and he gets the tablet thing out. So she answers the door to Michael. And there's a really weird scene here because she answers the door to Michael and he goes like this at her. And you're like, okay. Now it makes sense at the end, but at that time he's just like, this is a really creepy guy. So basically Michael works for Edward and Kathy gets out a Ouija board and she asks him to stay. So her and Michael use the Ouija board, and it says there's a guy called Ben, and that when he's not in the place, he's in the madness room. The madness room. Ah, madness. So basically, they want to find clues how to get there. So he goes, "Look in the fire," but you know, on the board, on the Ouija board. So they get the key from the fire. Yay, yay, and they find a map. So Edward's working it out while Michael and Kathy are on the Ouija board asking for advice. It says something about dropping the key through the crack. It's the only way out. So they basically walk along the corridors, you know, like the hallways. And they're banging on the wall and Edward goes, "This must be where it is." And Michael hits and goes, "I think you're right." So he goes, "Here you go." And basically Michael knocks the hole in the wall and it reveals the door. So they say to Edward, "You open the door, you go inside," and they go inside. Well, she pulls out a gun before they go inside the door, and that was a bit where it went to an advert break in the show and you're supposed to go, "Oh, she's going to turn on them." But nope. She goes, she wanted self-defense against the ghost because everybody knows the ghost can get killed by bullets. Yeah. So basically they go inside, it's very creepy, and Kathy goes a bit crazy and shoots Michael. So Michael's on the floor and Edward's like, "Oh no." And she shoots herself. You don't see it's off screen. And Edward's like, "Oh." And then Michael talks to her and basically they've come up with this plan so that he dies so they can get all his money. You know, the way a lot of pathetic people are. I don't know why anybody does this. I know they want the money, but come on, they must surely think they're not going to get away with it. So there's so they're about to have a heart attack. It's like, what about if I don't die? What if I choose not to die, not make it easy for you? And you're like, "Well, you're dying, mate. It's going to be very, very easy." And Kathy goes, with Michael's fault with that, he's got a pillow and it's going to go like this over his head. And he grabs hold of the lamp, which is a fire lamp, and he throws it across the room. It sets the place on fire. And you're like, "Oh no, quick, Michael, Kathy, get out." Can they get out? No, this is the double climax. I can't believe it. Oh. So basically, what happened is they thought they could get out, but they can't because the only key they had, Edward dropped through the crack in the floor. And they both didn't come up with that. And then at the end, they fall down and Edward goes, "Oh, Ben." And then you hear this. From the painting. And you're like, wow. This is creepy. This is really good and really enjoyable. I like it because it was quite smart. The only problem that ruins it is the bit at the beginning where at the door, Michael's going, you know, because if they had done that, it would have been like more of a surprise. But when he got there, I knew it was going to have something to do with that. You just knew. It was a bit predictable. But I like the ending. You know, I like the double twist ending where Ben does exist and he goes, I like that. That was great. So the episode itself I thought was fantastic. I thought it was well acted. I thought the characters were great. I just liked the story. It had this creepy haunted house feeling to it. And another thing about it was one of those episodes I'd like to watch on Halloween. It hasn't got your usual stuff in it, but the ending was really good in my view. I liked the bit with the because that was creepy. So, as always, I like this episode. I'm going to give it a 4.5. So I think it's one of the better episodes, and I found it so much fun. And I'm looking forward to getting on the next episode because, like I said in the last review, I liked the tear collector, but it wasn't horror. It wasn't like this. Technically, this wasn't until the ending, if you know what I mean. But it worked. I liked it. I liked the story. I didn't really like the story in the tear collector as much as this. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. I look forward to my next Tales from the Darkside review. And please, if you haven't, subscribe. Take care, guys.